All right, ladies, what time is it? Ask
Ask your
your
aunties.
aunties. All right, so continuation of our Black History Month conversations. This one says, "Hey aunties, happy Black Miss." Let me say that again. Hey aunties, happy Black History Month. I'm curious. Do you think it's warranted to still have a month dedicated to Black history, or do you think it's a cop out so that people can ignore Black history the rest of the year? That's a loaded
I
question.
yeah.
Let's be
I don't know that
honest.
those two things are okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The people that they are speaking of are going to ignore Black history during Black History Month.
That's a whole word.
So, whether you have it or not, the people who need it the most are not paying attention.
I
That's true.
100% agree with that. I also feel like um I get that there is this notion that Black History Month is not really it's not really moving the needle. But for Black History Month, we would not have as much representation and conversations
Mhm.
about the Black experience, full stop, period. So I get it's the same argument with like Pride. Like, has Pride, the Pride parades or Pride months or whatever, lost its gusto because we're so integrated into, the rest of society and blah, 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 blah. The reality of it is, at least from my point of view, is that we have these things because there's still inequity that exists. And as long as that inequity exists, we need to be continuing to fight for having the space, the time, the dedication to have these conversations. And if that's February for 28 damn days, we're going to take the whole 28 damn days.
Honey, a word. You nailed it. I ain't got nothing to add to
Yeah.
that. That's exactly what it is. It's society outside of the melanated persuasion has shown that they still are not going to take the time
Hmm.
to represent our history.
Right.
Matter of fact, we see currently they are trying to still erase our history and
Yeah.
Look at
erase
Florida.
us out of society. So it's just
Right.
like
It's okay to
that
talk
showed you
about
in
slaves.
2023.
It's okay to talk about slaves, in history books for, that are probably traumatizing little Black boys and girls to hear all about their quote
Hmm.
unquote ancestors ain't nothing but a bunch of slaves. But when you talk about the other end of the spectrum, which is this is
What
what
we've
white
done.
people have done, to, you know, the colonizers have done to,
Yep.
Native Americans, what they've done to, to Black people in general, and there's an issue with that's problematic because so what are you saying? Your little white children and their feelings are more important than the Black children who are currently being traumatized by hearing about
Yep. That's
their
what they're saying.
ancestors being nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Bingo. It's
Right.
exactly what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
exactly.
And they've said it for
So
over 400 years.
Whew.
so Black History Month still has presence, still has value, and it will still continue. I think the
I
other
think
part of
it
the
just.
question,
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I think the other part of the question is a more interesting conversational topic,
The cop out.
the cop out for people to ignore Black history the rest of the year, because that's essentially, to your point, Carell, we're constantly seeing our history trying to be erased and not told and not acknowledged and celebrated as part of the founders, the builders of this country.
1000%. One
I'm
thousand
sorry, Gerald,
percent.
you were going to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Going with that, I think it's kind of relating back to the conversation about Valentine's Day. I think it's become very commercial. Like it has become popular for businesses to jump on the Black History Month train to sell their products. And I
Absolutely. Well,
I'm
we
think
saw
glad
that
they
last
do.
year. That
Yeah.
red velvet ice cream cake that ice
That's
cream
right.
that
And me
Walmart
and
did
Jerome was
last
like, damn,
year.
that sounds good though.
And then you had Florida. I
first of
can't
all,
remember. I think it was
I'm not
Tampa
gonna lie,
or
it was very good. It was very
Oh, you
good.
had it.
It was so good.
It's like they got me, bitch. They got me.
They, girl.
But I mean, here's the thing. America is a very commercialized country. So yes, it's commercialized, but you know what? If it makes you have to go into a Target and see my black ass, so be it. If you gotta go into a CVS and see all this black excellence, so be it. If you gotta go into a Rite Aid and see it, so be it, because we're dope as hell. So I want us to be
That we are.
everywhere. And even if it is maybe not as sincere as I want it to be, oh well, it's going to be there and it makes us relevant and sees our representation everywhere. So that little Susie down the street goes into that Target and sees a black person that she might not normally see because they're clearly not putting her in the presence of our glory. So
Yeah.
I get people kind of harping and saying, "Oh well, it's so commercialized and this and that." So, so is everything else in this country. So you know what? We want to be represented too in this damn store.
They
It's
bought
helping
and
out
sold.
and it's helping out little black owned like companies as well because like that's what I do as like most of my side gig at work is
Yeah.
we literally have created a DEI program where we are helping with all the data solutions and needs for up and coming black owned businesses. So they are in these Targets, they are in these Albertsons, they are in these CVSs, and we're helping them target the right people to buy their
Yeah.
products and gain additional space in these stores. So as much as the commercialization is there, I see almost the flip side because day in, day out that I'm helping these small black owned places saying, hey, this is the data that you need. This is who you need to target. So you gain additional distribution in these stores. And if it appears that it's going to be this commercialization of black people, so be it, because some of the companies are black people, you know, so it's like shit.
Yeah.
Get your coffee brand out there, get your hair product out there, get your clothing brand out there, because we're just as talented as the Folgers, we're just as talented as the Kellogg's and the shit of the world.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like if I can just give one piece of advice to corporate America about what to not do, don't be having some chicken and waffle soul food cookout for your Black History Month. Don't do that. Even if a black person suggests it, don't do that.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Send
even as delicious as that shit sound.
Right. No. Take that money and set that aside so you can send some of your people to some leadership conferences. You know, you can put some money into some black businesses. You can, diversify your vendor relations to make sure that you're bringing in diverse vendors into your organization. Like, those are much more meaningful, systemic ways to celebrate Black history. But if you're thinking about putting together a soul food potluck, or I'm going to read Sojourner Truth, novel, and then we're going to talk about no.
Who's cooking for this soul food potluck?
That's what I was thinking. You don't even know where to get this food from.
There's some black people that they shouldn't be. And most black people that can cook well don't bring their food to a potluck. How about that?
No, because
if you can cook well, you usually are bringing your food to the potluck, because your food needs to be eaten within a certain kind of temperature and a certain kind of control, and not with a whole bunch of people's fingers in it.
That was a Dewan and
you are absolutely right.
Soul food is cooked from the soul and love. We don't love have them bitches at work.
Girl, that's
so
you right.
That needs to be okay. Labuticus, we need to add that one.
You're right.
We don't love y'all hoes.
We don't love them bitches at work. It's like, I ain't about to give you my mac and cheese. You want my mac and cheese? I don't even understand your
ass. Because the mac and cheese, I'm gonna boil the noodles in regular water. Give you one cheddar cheese.
That's it. Yeah. One cheese,
and I might throw it in. I might throw it in the oven.
See,
you're right. Because now that I think about it, now if I got friends and family coming up, we going all out.
Oh, we going in. We're going in.
And if it's a black-owned business and this is what you do, it's a different story. That potluck is a different story. But even the concept of a potluck, like in an office setting, you don't throw down for that. No, that's throwaway. So anybody that's like, and especially if they black and they raising their hand, like, I can't wait to bring my potato salad. Go ahead, sis. Bring your potato salad. Bring your potato salad. Bring your greens, them dry ass vinegary greens that ain't clean and got shit floating around. Bring all that. Let's have ourselves Let's have ourselves
You
one
know,
of them.
ham hock high right now anyway. I ain't bringing no greens to work.
Girl.
Ham hock. These grocery
First of
bills
all-
high. No, you ain't getting the greens.
Right? Just,
And as
just
much as
poison all the
eggs
people.
cost, if I bring potato salad, it's just gonna be potatoes.
That's it.
Right.
Shit. It's like these eggs high. You ain't getting none.
Yeah.
You gonna get this same shit that you picked at that you normally pick up at the Kroger. I'm doing the same thing. We're gonna have some dry ass cake today.
There's
what you
definitely
get.
some black etiquette when it comes to where you bring your food and when like
That's the
and
true
the food that you
statement.
cook for people that you love and the food that you cook for everybody else.
It's a whole ass word. That's a whole conversation. We need to write that down. Hold on. What do you cook for people you love and people you don't?
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
I will. For the people I love, I will
What?
spend all day in the kitchen.
Facts.
And Jarrell be throwing down. Jarrell know how to
People-
cook. Jarrell know how to cook. That's a word. It's a whole.
It's
ass
what
word.
it's what I love to. I love to cook for my family, my friends. Like it is what I love to do.
Yes.
Because that's another thing. It's like you don't eat everybody's food.
You'll be having the
And
boo-boo
this podcast
runs.
live forever, so. But quickly
No.
too, though, like if you think you're not celebrating Black History Month, guess what, boo boo? There's a lot of inventions from Black people that you didn't even know the date that they made. So I'm just gonna name a few. You know, just to put this in your tea and stir it. The air conditioning unit, the almanac, the automatic cutoff switch, the automatic fishing device, the dustpan, the doorstop, the eye protector, the fire escape ladder, so New York stand up, the fountain pen, the furniture canister, the typewriter, the hairbrush, the keychain, the lawnmower, the lemon squeezer, the lawn sprinkler, the lock, the lantern, the mop, the motor, the peanut butter. Come on, record player, the
Peanut
refrigerator,
butter.
peanut butter. But he ain't
I
here.
love
Yeah, I
it.
mean, come on, George Washington.
Yep.
Carver.
The spark plug, the street sweeper, the stove, the thermostat control, the traffic light, the tricycle, ice cream. Come on now. The potato chip. Come on, Lay's. You ain't got shit on the potato chip. Come on now. So it's just like
Oh, you forgot the most important one of them all.
which one?
The
What's that?
United States of America.
Facts.
Wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass. See you next week. Period. Right?
I mean,
And so
who
it's
built
like-
it? Who?
A whole ass word. A whole ass word.
Who?
Sorry.
So yeah,
guys.
so as much as you want to try to hate on the month, bitch, you can't get away from our greatness. It is what it is,
Yeah.
bitch. So yeah, so that was a good Ask You Aunties question. Continue to send your question to AYA@minorityReport.com or DM us.